Shearer, sorry to break it to you, but that record is going bye bye. You do know that they're innocent. Just in case you don't, you do realize, right? You do realize that these guys are now innocent. They're innocent. Because if you sign a blood, you see, there are contract extensions and there are blood pacts. You see, a contract extension is like 3 years, 4 years, maybe 5 years. This this is a blood pact. Erling Haaland has signed a new deal at Man City valid until 2034. The agreement is valid for 9.5 years, as revealed by Ornstein, with a record salary for City. There'll be a release clause valid from 2029, but only available at very high. Let me add to that as well. From your web pet. Haaland 2034 is exceptional news for all of us. We've tried to create an environment where he is unstoppable. There he is, then he's the best. Where one player decides to sign the contract never done before is because he wants to show how desperate he wants to be here. You see, guys, now I have questions. You see, I had an idea of what I wanted to say before the video, but now something has arisen. And guys, I think you know where I'm going with this. I think you know where I'm going with this. Does Pep want to commit to City? Is this going to be a long-term thing for Pep Guardiola? Has there been a discussion behind the scenes where Pep has told Haaland that, just like DiCaprio in Wolf of Wall Street, I ain't going nowhere. I'm going nowhere. So has Pep told Haaland? This is what I want to know. Has your boy Pep Guardiola, has he told Haaland that let's dominate? And I want you to be here long term for us to completely, totally dominate and decimate and recreate and re energize and repopulate English football. Guys, just again, maybe I'm wrong, but isn't this like a 2-for-1 package? Isn't this a case of where Pep Guardiola is no, this is my team? Because I would have always said, I don't see Pep anywhere else. I'm not sure Pep is right for international football, and I don't think, based on how obsessive Pep is with football, I don't think he would like the infrequent nature of international football. I don't think there's any other club that he'd go to. He's definitely going to Barcelona or returning back to Barca. So I think it's City. And there's a story that has come out from Spanish media which says the reason for the divorce from his wife was because he chose to extend. Apparently, his wife wanted them to go and live in UAE, and he decided to extend and stay in Manchester. And I think that was what caused the split. Again, these are just reports. These are just reports. But let's maybe I'll touch on Pep. But let's go back to Haaland. You see, I think what idea did we have about Haaland before? The idea we had about Haaland was he is going to take his talents to different places. So he's going to dip his toe in Spain. He may dip his toe in Italy. Because I think his father, Alf Inge Haaland, sort of suggested that, we want to pretty much go to different leagues and say what's up in different leagues. So the notion was, okay, he's going to be at City. Eventually, he's going to be a Real Madrid player. And he's going to say what's up in Real Madrid. And he might go to Italy and say what's up for Inter Milan. So this is surprising. I'd say I'm surprised. I'm surprised by the length of the contracts because because as I told you, I'll say it again. There are contract extensions and there are blood pacts. A contract extension is 4 years, 5 years. A blood pact, That's 9 years, that's 10 years. Erling Haaland signed a blood pact with Manchester City. They took an ounce of his blood and they used it to sign this contract. That's what happened. 9.5 years, that is insane. That is crazy. So I'm just saying that from Haaland's point of view, why? That's what I want to know. It's like, why? What gave him the urge to sign this blood pact? Because that is a huge commitment. And remember, they said that, hold on, what did they say? So they said that there will only be a release clause in 2029. So put it this way. So you can't even talk to Erling Haaland or even say anything until 2029 when there's a possible release clause. And that release clause is probably going to be like 300, 400 mil. It's going to be a lot of money. So again, I want to go back to why. Why would Haaland commit? And this is linked to Pep Guardiola because, guys, let's do the math. Guys, we see what we are smart here on the football channel. We are smart here on the football. We see we know that football talk. If I'm going to commit, I need assurances, not just financial. Financial is cool. Yes, I need financial assurances. I need football assurances. So we know that the financial assurances are there, huge, massive. We get that. But I also need football assurances. And I'm trying to connect the dots. Wouldn't a football assurance be Pep Guardiola is going to be here? Because if I don't know Pep is going to be here and I've committed 9.5 years, what if a manager comes in, a drastically different system that doesn't really fit me or get the best out of me, and hey, I'm now committed to a manager who is now making me worse. Hence why people, just to be on the safe side, okay, let me do like a 4 years and then I'll review. 4 years and I'll review. 9.5 years, that is a big commitment. So I want, and it just leads me to believe, I may be wrong, but I am just trying to connect to the dots. The dots I am connecting are Pep Guardiola, behind closed doors, has told Haaland that I am going to be here for the long term. I am going to be here to stay. So if you sign a blood pact, I'm going to sign a blood pact as well. I'm not going to announce it yet. I'm just waiting to see where things go. But because the divorce has happened. He's separated from his wife. And Pep is obsessive. And something just leads me to believe Pep's commitment is going to be to Man City. And what I believe an announcement that is going to be made is Pep Guardiola has announced his long-term attachment to Man City alongside Haaland. We're trying to build a dynasty here. And Haaland is very important to the dynasty. So the new team I'm going to build, this other team I'm going to build to dominate the Premier League, Haaland, you're going to be at the center of that. And I'm not going to build a team that gets the best out of you. Because we know what a goal scoring freak you are. Guys, I'm just trying to connect the dots because I'm just trying to understand why you would commit 9.5 years. I said that for so long. Side note, Shearer was up. Shearer, he's sweating now. Because for a long time, Shearer has only been relevant because of that Premier League goal scoring record. 0 international titles, no Euros, no World Cup. The only reason Shearer is relevant is not because of his analysis. No. He's relevant because he has scored the most goals in Premier League history. If Haaland commits to 9.5 years, that record is gone. That record is gone. Haaland is going to break that record. He is. Like, the only way Shearer would have kept the record is, Haaland leaves in 2-3 years. Because in about 6-7 years, the record is gone. I'm going to give this another 6-7 years and that record is gone. The guy is a walking, talking goal machine. He's a walking, talking hat trick. He drops 3 pieces and 4 pieces for fun. And he can occasionally just dip into the 5-piece market as well. So A guy that is giving a 3-piece, a 4-piece, a 5-piece, a 2-piece here, there, and there. A guy that's already broken the goal scoring record. The guy that is constantly on top of the goal scoring charts. He's breaking that record. He is. If he spends 9.5 years here, he's going to break that record. It's peak for the rest of us. It's tough. Because this is the people can insult him all he wants. And yes, he's been a bit out of form. Has not really been on a form. And everybody goes in and out of form. The best of us, the best players in the world, they've been in and out of form. What you're not going to do is deny the talent of this man. He's a tree trunk. He is a bulldozer. He has 9% on the eye test. He is not good on the eye. He scores very low on the eye test. He is not a great footballer. Goals win games. What is the name of the game? Put the ball inside the fishnet. Yeah, other stuff is involved, but the aim of the game is to put the ball inside the fishnet. And there is no one else on this planet that is better at putting that ball inside the fishnet than Erling Haaland. And he's getting better. And he can improve. He can improve. And if there's one guy that could potentially improve him, it is Pep Guardiola. Pep Guardiola is the one guy that could improve him. 9.5 years. 9.5 years. He's committing his career. So, yeah, this is, we'll definitely discuss it on the hangar because I'm just trying to, 9.5 years. I'm just, guys, that's a long time. And you don't want to dip your toe into a Barca, a Real Madrid, potentially a Bayern. You're committed to Man City. So maybe, but guys, just tell me in the comments below. Why do you think he did this? Because I want to know. Maybe I'm running out. So help me in the comments below. Why did Haaland commit to this? Hold out your boy. It gets real. Think about becoming a Football Hut member. If you're a desktop merchant, just click on the join button below, over here. Or if you're a mobile phone merchant, just click on the join button below the video over here and join the true elite content crack addicts. Peace.